Everybody, welcome to the Daily Dose. I'm Jeff Bollier.
I'm Shelby,
and we are coming to you live from the appropriately named media room in outside the courtroom in the Brown County Courthouse.
Right.
It is Thursday morning. It is cold,
oh my gosh.
cold outside.
Jeff is not kidding, but we will get to that really nasty cold weather forecast in just a minute.
Indeed.
We actually kind of coordinated this because I'm going to be in court today at 8:30 reporting for Packers running back Aaron Jones. He has a final pretrial hearing happening here today. You'll recall that he was arrested on October 1st. He was pulled over for speeding and admitted to cops that he had smoked marijuana.
Okay.
So he has pleaded not guilty in this matter, though. So I'll see what happens in court today. Look out for my story a little bit later. We'll make sure to post that story in the comment section below a little later this afternoon.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, and getting back to that weather, is looking at a high of 10. That is right, 10, and a low of 1 below. We're back to the negatives.
Well, with the wind chill, it's like far below zero.
Far, far below zero. And it is a little bit of a wicked wind out there today, so...
Don't let the sun deceive you.
Yeah, be prepared. Bundle up out there, kiddies.
Yes.
And in the meantime, there is some good news out there. If you've ever kind of thought that the city of Green Bay was looking in the wrong places for redevelopment or wasn't getting to everywhere, the city and the economic development officials want to hear from you. Basically, over the last 10 years, the city's been able to tap $1.3 million in environmental protection agency sort of site assessment grants. So it is not specifically cleanup, but identifying where there are contaminated sites or sites that have issues. Usually these are also sites that need to be redeveloped or kind of converted to a new use. And so the city works on them. University Avenue, where the festival is, and JVS Packerland Packing. Those are two sites that are kind of related to work started that was set in motion by some of these EPA grants. The rail yard development, where Titletown Brewing Company, friend of the dose, is, and then also they're talking about using some of this funding for something that Shelby knows all too well, that being Velp Avenue.
Velp Avenue, yes.
Which she wrote about last June. But basically right now, if you know of a spot that needs to be redeveloped or is in need of some attention, let the city know. They've got a nominating form on their website, so you can definitely check that out. It's kind of a cool little program.
People want their say in everything these days, and they're literally asking you for your opinion.
They do. I could not have put it in.
Yes.
And I mean, this is federal money. This is a few, $100,000 here, a few $100,000 there that is not coming out of local taxpayer coffers, to quite the same extent. And so it's good. It's good use of federal funds.
So an update to another court story
that
we had talked about previously in the week. Dylan Wilbur, the 17-year-old teen from Green Bay, who was arrested in connection to an armed robbery and burglary on Monday, which resulted in several school lockdowns on the west side. It was just craziness over there. So he is now being held on a $25,000 cash bond. In his initial appearance yesterday, that was ordered by the court commissioner. In the criminal complaint, a lot of interesting details. It said that he had told authorities that he originally vandalized or burglarized that home, I should say, after a drug deal sort of gone bad, that he had went to this address.
Was it the wrong address?
No, because so the homeowner said that as she was leaving to take her son to work, another car pulled up in the driveway and her son got out, went into the house for a few moments with this person, came back out, and she drove him to work. So when she came back from driving her son to work, there was someone in the house. She could hear noises from upstairs, kind of a mess on that first floor. And although this individual, which we now know is Dylan Wilbur, was wearing a T-shirt tied around his face, she recognized this person as having a tattoo on his neck, a very specific one, and she knew that that was the person who was in her driveway just moments before.
Wow.
So I encourage you to check out the story for yourself.
It is very elaborate and some interesting details.
Yes, but we're still glad though that no one was hurt because that was a very scary situation.
Yes, indeed. And a very visible one to the community. I mean, the initial incident on Dousman, and then kind of the woman or the victim being flagging down a police officer in the middle of the street on
Right.
Walnut. So, if you're wondering what was happening earlier this week on the near west side.
I will say, I have to add one more detail. So
Yeah.
he told authorities that he never threatened this woman with the gun, which was determined to be a BB gun, by the way.
Okay.
And that he had sort of made himself look less threatening, took off this little mask thing that he was wearing, that she agreed to drive him to the bank to cash this check that she offered to write him to make things, go better. And then he said that in exchange for her cooperation, he agreed to help her clean her house. So, just a weird little takeaway from the whole thing. There's always those interesting little details that happen in there. So.
Definitely so. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to end on a much more fun note,
yes.
and not at all court related. And that is that Dan Higgins has a story up about Badger State Brewing doing beer mosas.
Yes.
Sort of instead of champagne and orange juice, it would be beer and orange juice or soda. So they're getting kind of crazy with it, and Dan has the whole story.
And pictures too. We always like pictures.
Well,
Delicious stuff.
Yes, we like pictures, but there's nothing better than actually holding them.
Oh, that's true. So this is Sunday brunch over there at Badger State. They wanted to make things a little bit more unique, as other places just have such fun menus around here. So they're like, why not use our amazing product to do something fun and unique like they are? So
yes. I will also note, as far as interesting menu items, Badger State now does have hot pretzels, and they are
because they didn't have food for the
they are
longest
good.
time,
Yes,
right?
they did not have any food for the longest time, but now they have
something.
They do have hot pretzels. So
that's a game
pretty
changer.
good. They are pretty good.
Game changer over there with pretzels at Badger State.
Yes, indeed.
So before we get going, I wanted to give our friends over at New Piano Guy, specifically Dan Rafferty, a shout out. Mm-hmm. So you'll know that he does that piano bar sing along the first and third Thursday of every month, I think is how it's originally worked. But this Thursday is the final piano bar sing along at the Green Room Lounge in West Pier. You'll recall that Green Room is moving to a new location. So if you want, yes. So that's where he's going to be performing. It's going to doors open tonight at 7. Music starts around 8 and goes late until tonight. And it sounds like it's going to be a great time.
All right, Dan, if you're watching, good to enjoy it. Have a good show tonight, and I'm sure that we will see you or hear from you at the new Green Room Lounge later this year.
Yep. All right. We'll say thank you so much for watching our show this morning. Make sure to like and share this video. And we will see you bright and early on Friday morning. And hopefully it's not as cold.
Yes. Have a good day, everybody.